Racing Podcast. It's the ultimate ride where the rubber meets the road and the sparks fly wide. From wrecks and wins to what's going online, we cover it all every moment in time. Fights in the pits or a hero's last stand. If it happened at the track, you'll hear it firsthand. Tune in and buckle up tight, cause the Bench Racing Podcast is your fun night.
Welcome back to the Bench Racing Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. This episode is presented by Beth Trzynski, Michael Olson, and myself, Derek Crane, where the talk is fast, the drama is real, and it's all about the local racing. Proudly sponsored by North Central Emergency Services, Dirtex Industries, and Sprecher Brewery. So start your engine, boys and girls, because it's showtime. We have a great episode lined up for you, and we actually have a feature-winning crew member in-house today, Michael, right?
Yes. It was a very good night.
Yeah. So we'll start off with that. So let's talk about our weekends. We'll start off with the feature-winning team here with Michael.
Yeah. Well, tea's spilt. We won Friday night, which was a nice monkey off the back. We've been fighting the invert all year, just like we did last year, and a couple weeks ago, driving too hard, maybe put ourselves in the wrong position, got taken out by a lap car, and but yeah, so we were able to put a full night together. We qualified 6th, which was a little bit under par for us usually, but we just didn't get a good draw of it in qualifying, and ran 2nd in the heat race and put us starting 4th in the feature, and we were able to jump out to lead. I think we took a lead on lap 5, maybe 6, and kind of just took off. We had just about a full straightaway lead up until the first caution, and kind of took off again after the caution. So it was a good night. Good morale booster. It was a memorable one too. It was the first time that we were able to get everybody down in victory lane, and usually it's just me, CJ, Tyler, and BJ, and we were able to get the girlfriends down there, and Garrett finally got to get to victory lane with us, and
Nice.
So it was fun.
Oh yeah. So I was editing the vlog yesterday, and I watched the start just because I just watching the GoPro, right? And I was like, wait, CJ didn't take off on the start? I just assumed green flag dropped and he got the lead right away. I thought he started on the front row.
No, kind of preluding to something we'll talk about later here. Jordan was really fast. Shout out to him. He laid the whooping on him in the heat race. He was the only guy that was able to pass cars, and then show that he has the speed and the ability to run up front. So good for him, and hopefully it keeps going for him.
Oh yeah. On our side, driving the 9X wing car, not my best night ever. It was horrible. Didn't sleep well Thursday and Friday. Just really mentally spiraling, because this was a one race I was looking forward to drive with the non-wing with the American Sprint Car Tour, but the engine isn't ready. So Landon woke me up at 2 a.m. and then I just spiraled for like 3 hours. Like I had to go downstairs. I had to do some editing down here like at 3:30 because I'm like, I got to get my mind off of it. Went back to sleep. Landon woke me up 2 hours later to feed, and then couldn't go back to sleep after that. Luckily got like a 45-minute nap before I left for the track, but the weather sucked too. So shout out to Wilmot though for actually pushing through because it was the right decision on Friday. But then the wing car actually sat for 20 days without firing. And we went out for packing. It was fine. Go out for qualifying, brought the hood out on the track with me, backfiring like a sieve. I thought immediately it was ignition. They thought it was fuel. So between qualifying and the heat, they were checking all fuel stuff. We go out for the heat race. It's the same thing. Take the distributor out, got water in the cap. That'll do it. Luckily, one of the benefits of having 15 cars is like there's no B main to transfer. So it's just like you just get to the main. Started last. and pushes me out. Tom pushes me out on the track, and I was like, "Where are the shock settings at?" And he's like qualifying, and I was like, "Okay." How's the tire pressure? He's like, heat race, and I'm like, this is gonna be a fun feature in the back, and literally wing back, the thing's plowing in the corner, wing 3 notches forward, it's trying to spin me off the cushion, and then I got freaking CJ on my left rear halfway through the feature, and I'm like, do not mess this up for CJ, do not mess this up for CJ. And at one point I did think about pointing like out, but I'm like, nope, that's going to be confusing. Am I going there or is he going there? And I'm like, CJ, just get next to me so I can lift. Just get next to me so he or yellow. And luckily it was the latter. Yellow came out. And yeah, so past 4 cars, but it was just that kind of night. Just glad it's over. Beth, how was it on the 29 OG team Friday?
Well, it was fun, I guess. Got some help by Jordan Funderburg and obviously me and TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really finish the best. We kind of got, I don't know where we finished, but pretty much last. Battling a lap car without knowing we were battling a lap car. So
yeah, I mean, if it helps, 22nd. So not last. You're good. And yeah, you're good. You are good.
Yeah, we transferred out of the B though, so that's our highlight.
Yeah, just making it to the main.
Yeah,
is always good. Yeah, so that was our weekends in a nutshell. And yeah, so we'll start off here with the starter fluid question: race day superstitions. So who would like to go first with that?
I'll go last because
you'll go last. Ooh,
yeah, I'll go last because mine's probably gonna be surprising.
Okay. I'll go first. I see how Beth's looking. I'll break the ice. So speed skating. I used to obviously race before speed skating, but speed skating for a national club. And the first thing they do is they broke all your superstition and habits before a meet, because they're like, you never know. Like if you eat eggs before you skate and then you miss your eggs, you're going to feel lost. So they broke that. So I had to kind of really think about what my race day ritual is, but I do have to have Quick Trip mini tacos or rib sandwiches on the way to the track. I have to have that.
The mini tacos smack. I'm not even gonna lie.
Dude, they are, especially when you get the ones that have been in the oven slightly a little long and they're so crunchy.
And that Heinz taco sauce they have there. Oh my Lord, that is good stuff.
I have not had that. They're just so good. I eat them plain.
Okay.
Another one. I have to put my right hand glove on first and then my left. I don't know why. I just have to. And then my big one, which I will stab you in the jaw with a flat head screwdriver if you come into my pit and you talk about crashing. Like if you just come in and you're like, hey, hope no one gives you a right rear, I'll be like, dude, get out of here. No. Anytime we've ever talked about crashing in the pit, I crash. So no. Nope. Not today, Satan. Beth, what do you have?
I mean, I don't really have any. I don't know if you want to call it a superstition. Definitely did not pronounce that right. But those airheads, those airhead bags, those I get those for every race.
Okay, so if you were to miss it, then that's a superstition. We're gonna do.
If I miss it, then we're gonna finish last.
Taking one for the team, Beth. Yeah, this is interesting. I can't wait to see what Michael does, because usually the superstitions are green race car, eating peanuts, chicken. Number 13, well, clearly doesn't believe in that.
This is where it gets surprising. I don't have a single superstition. I'm not superstitious at all.
Wow, not even a little.
Not even a little bit. I mean, I used to think I was superstitious, and then I stopped doing stuff that I repeatedly did on race day, and I was like, nothing changed. And so then I was just like, I don't believe in superstitions anymore. The only thing that you could maybe chalk up as superstitious is when I was still racing. I had to have my sister there. Anytime my sister wasn't there, it was a really bad night. And then we always just had a handshake that we did every time before I pull on the track. And then, when I kind of backed away from racing and she was racing, we continued. And obviously I was there every time. I never missed one of my sister's races.
Okay.
But this handshake reversed because she was in the car and I was standing outside of it. That was the only thing that you could maybe chalk up as a superstition.
Okay.
But yeah, I would walk into the pits. I'd grab a bag of shelled peanuts and I'd eat them. I had green race cars. I don't know. I've never been a superstitious person, and CJ's very superstitious.
Ooh, I got two of Tom Brown's, so
yeah.
let's see what CJ's is.
Well, his is so Beaver Dam as a whole. He's raced a Beaver Dam 5 times, I think, and he's never brought the car home in one piece. He's either crashed or blew a motor. And so last year when we were starting to dabble into the 410 stuff, I was like, IRA's racing Beaver Dam this weekend. We're not racing. He's like, nah, no, hell no. No way. I'm not going to Beaver Dam. I was like, okay. So fast forward later in the year, I said it again. He's like, dude, I'm not going to Beaver Dam. And I was like, all right. Then he kind of elaborate on some. And then even this year, I was like, it's Beaver Dam's last year. We could go run the Outlaw show there. He's like, nope, let the place close. Not interested.
Let the place close. So his Beaver Dam is My Angel Park. That's what that is. Okay. I crashed there so much. Tom Brown's is double tap, fist bump. Always had a double tap.
Really?
And it stemmed from Michael Sully.
Okay.
Racing. Yep. So I was like, okay, so I just do it, And then the other one, which is actually my team thought I had a superstition because I got a new helmet from Rouge, and I broke it out on Friday night. So I had that one in a clear visor, and then I always bring a second helmet with a dark visor for Wilmot going directly into the sun during qualifying or a heat race or something. So, because it was cloudy and during packing and qualifying, I had the clear one on. But then for the heat race, the sun kind of came out for a little bit. So we were having those issues. So I switched helmets in between, and they're like, "Oh, you superstitious, huh? Got to change the helmets because that helmet's bad luck." And I'm like, "No, it's because it's got a dark visor on it." So yeah, interesting. Yeah. I know the number 13 is a superstition because of 13 steps, obviously, to the guillotine, right? I think it's the guillotine. It's 13 steps, which is why that number is unlucky.
I believe so.
Yeah. And then do you know why green is a bad luck, or is what considered bad luck in a superstition in racing?
No, actually, I don't. I never even read into any of this stuff.
It's actually from the 24 Hours of Le Mans. I gotta look up the year, but it was the 19. I want to say it was somewhere in the 50s, where that car, if you YouTube it, the car goes off. I think it blows a tire or something and goes off and it kills 100 people, and just the people watching. That car was green. So that's why green is bad. Peanuts, not so sure. Maybe the guy choked on peanut dust or was allergic to a peanut allergy, and that's why he choked. And they're like, "Oh, that's bad luck." I don't know about that one. Chicken, I don't know either. So, very interesting stuff. But yeah. All right, so we're gonna take an ad break right now, pay some bills, and on the other side we have 3 overrated things and 3 underrated things. What up, Crane Gang? Just wanted to tell you a little bit about our partner, DirtX Industries. So we've teamed up with Dirt X Industries for the upcoming season, and we can't wait to run their products. The best part is that all my loyal fans and followers can help our team by visiting www.dirtxind.us and subscribe, also giving you a chance to win great prizes as well, receiving discounts on parts and merchandise for only $5 or $10 a month, depending on which subscription you get. There are thousands of dollars in prizes monthly that anyone can win. So help our team and subscribe today. By the way, when you subscribe, type DCR in the coupon box, and this will assist our team and increase sponsorship throughout the year. So any help is greatly appreciated. The more subscriptions we get can generate help for our team up and down the road on a weekly basis. Anyone can subscribe with no limit on subscriptions, and they are starting the US subscriptions here in June. So right now is the best time to subscribe to Dirt X Industries. Now back to the show. All right. Welcome back to the Bench Racing Podcast. We are talking now about three overrated things and 3 underrated things. Do we have orders for this? Did you list them in order, or is it just 3 things?
Mine are kind of in order.
Mine are 2. I'm okay with it if someone talked me into flipping them. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, like if I had to rank, I did 3 apiece, and if I had to rank them, I'd say I probably have them in order. But somebody could talk me out of them being in that order. Okay,
Beth, yours is in order, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, you're good. All right, so we'll do them in order. All right, so should we do over or under first? Start with something fun or spicy?
Let's start fun and then bring the spice.
Okay, so we're going underrated. Beth has actually 4. So we'll let her go first. So what's number 4 on your list?
Wilmot pretzels.
Wilmot pretzels. Yep. Well, that makes sense because the last episode you were talking about how you're a foodie.
They're so good.
There's no way we just did that.
Is that yours, Michael?
Yeah, that's my number 3.
Okay, so we're gonna have to act surprised when we go back to Michael. What's underrated about them?
They're just so good. I don't know. I don't know. Gotta have them. Okay. My 3rd underrated thing is dry tracks with a light cushion, like a very thin cushion. Because that was basically what Wilmot was on Friday. Dry, slick. You couldn't beat the car into the cushion. You actually had to think about it. And I think that in this current day and age, a lot of people think and need a hammer down track or a lot of tack to have good racing. But in my opinion, it does the opposite. I
agree.
In heat races, that's probably the least amount of racing you're going to see all night.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the track is racing and the most juiced. So that's my 3rd underrated is dry tracks with a light cushion. Michael, ready, Beth?
Yep.
My number 3 is Wilmot's pretzels.
No way! What? I can't believe no one had that.
So there's a lot of things that I personally think Wilmot does wrong with their food. Pretzels are not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I have never had a bad pretzel at Wilmot. They're always cooked perfect. The cheese is the perfect warmth. And that Gale's cheese cup that they give you with it. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Talk about melting in your mouth. I want to go get one right now.
Oh.
Do they have them this season?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
So I've just been missing it every time at Wilmot.
I guess.
What are you getting then, Beth?
Nothing.
So you'd rather starve and not get your pretzel than not get your pretzel and be like, let me try something else.
Exactly.
Okay.
I've had too many bad experiences at Wilmot with certain food. So I'm like, I'm going to stick to the pretzels.
Okay. Gun to your head, Michael and Beth.
Uh-oh.
One food whatever you want to call it, at Wilmot has to go. What is it?
Cheeseburgers.
I can't say mine.
You can't say yours.
You'll find out in a little bit.
Okay. All right. Stay tuned for the saucy Michael answer. All right, Beth. Do your number 3 and then your number 2 back to back.
Okay.
Underrated.
Views from the top of the trailers.
Okay. And then number 2?
Pink and blue race cars.
Pink and blue.
Mhm.
I've had a couple of those.
Yeah, those are
They
Michael
look
colors.
amazing.
Now, question: do you like the pink and blue like Michael Olsen's cars, where it's kind of like the design is like intertwined with each other, or do you like more of like the Greg Alt 50/50 car?
I think she's thinking like a Tyler Cuck's house car.
No.
Oh,
Jeremy Schroeder.
like Jeremy
Okay.
Schroeder.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or
All
Jordan
right.
Pink's car.
Okay. Nice. I loved Greg Alt's pink that he used. Now, I'm not a fan of that blue, but that pink was like, ooh, if that car was like that and you had like some black and white swooshes on it, ooh, be more like Jeremy Schroeder. Like, oh, yeah.
That paint design is a ick. Going back to episode 1, that is a Michael Olsen ick. If you take a piece of tape and you go straight down the middle of the car and you say, I'm gonna do this side this color and this side this color and nothing else, no thank you.
I can
Wow.
name people that I have some icks for their paint scheme too. So
You know what? That might be a good topic for.
I was just
episode.
thinking that.
Yeah, because we like I got some that are ick too, so I think we could actually make a full topic out of that. All right, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that in a future episode. My number 2 underrated thing is bandit racing.
No way.
Okay, you know what? Next round we gotta let Michael go first. When I wrote this down, I was like, Michael might have this. He might, because I remember you talking about like you don't talk highly enough about them sometimes, and you're trying. So I'm like, maybe he forgot about the bandits, so I'll just slip it in here. But the bandit racing is the best. And you know what? I will act surprised here, Michael. What do you got as number 2?
My number 2 is bandit racing.
Whoa! Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. I wish some of us had that on there before.
And if anybody disagrees, go on Flow and watch the replay from May 24th, because that might have been the race of the year in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hands down. You had last lap spinning out. You had the fireball. You had everything that night.
You had 4 wide down the straightaways,
Mm-hmm.
dipping and diving through lap cars.
Oh,
they
yeah.
do that on the highway too. It's not impressive.
Yeah, but they're going in through the
That's
corner.
right.
Wow. Beth, do you hate bandit racing?
Yes,
Why?
I'll rip the bandit off. Yes, I do not like it. I do not find it interesting. I find it's follow the leader, and then the most passing you'll get is when they crash each other out, and they're like, "Whoa!"
I think I have to upload the video to this in like a reel or something, because your imagery there of like, oh whoa, it's just off the chain.
Let's-
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's debate this for a second. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
the most boring racing. This is no offense to anybody, especially not you, Derek. I think the most boring racing is wingless cars on a dry slick racetrack.
Get out!
Oh, okay.
What is interesting about idling around the bottom trying to find moisture?
Oh, I'll tell you right now. I want to just punch myself in the head when I go to the tracks, and it's like, yep, spending a weekend away from Ashley, just tickling the infield tires at 3,000 RPM. Like, I hate that. I hate that. I hate the reds and the wingless. I hate how long it takes to clean them up and get pushed off, especially if there's 2 back-to-back reds. Like, I'll put my hand up too. I hate idling around the bottom. So I guess it depends on what do you start judging good racing. Like, for instance, the wingless on Friday night was really good if you looked behind the top 4.
Right.
That's
right?
how it is with like every single series. It's like it only gets interesting once you get
Mm,
top 4.
let's talk about Brandon Murtis and Josh Gehrig coming to the line.
Oh, is that Bandits?
Yeah. No, those are street stocks.
I don't watch Fender cars. I
You should.
don't-
You're
should.
missing out.
You're missing out.
I
If you're a true fan, if you're a
I don't
true
know
fan
why-
of racing, it does not matter what it is. It's racing. I'm kidding.
I
Except
don't
for
have
Bandits,
enough
apparently.
time to watch them.
I don't have time to watch them until after the feature that I'm in. So if we're last, I'm sorry, I'm not watching. I'm just going to the track and looking at what the track's doing and going back to the trailer and setting the car up. But if we're the first feature, I might miss the first half of, like, on Friday, I missed the first half of the modifieds. Tell me that was not a barn burner with Mueller and Hewitt. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to talk about the results later. But anyways, Beth, shame on you. Bandits are amazing.
You know what? Shame on you. Wingless.
Oh man, okay.
What are you gonna say next? 410s are horrible.
They are. The wings?
Yeah.
I could, okay, so technically I could argue a point of every single class being the worst.
I could too.
Okay. Racing, the different classes are like different ball sports, right? You have basketball, you have football, you have baseball. It's still a ball. The ball looks a little bit different. There's different rules. You drive the cars differently. You know, non-wing, you're over your shoulder. Wing, you're driving more straight. Street stocks, you lean on people. Modifieds do whatever they want. Like, it's great. I feel like it's great racing.
Drive down the highway.
Okay. Yeah, Bandits driving down the highway. But the winged 410s, I get it and I respect them, but that is the least fun. Like, that does not excite me really at all, is the 410 wings. And I'm talking World of Outlaws, High Limit, IRA,
But Bandits.
BOA. Yeah, they do. They do it
Your
for me.
opinion is not valid.
I honestly, I agree. As a whole, if you go a whole season and you compile the 20 best 4-cylinder races and the 20 best 410 sprint car races, I think more people would be like, oh, watching the Bandit races.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, the best 410 races were David Gravel jumped out to lead and Brad Sweet pulled a slider on the last lap.
Yeah. Like the highs are
Did you guys
further
not
apart.
limit?
And that's not all of them, you know, like
Yeah.
there are really good 410 races that happen throughout the year.
Mhm.
But I think you could find 20 Bandit races that are more entertaining than 20 410 races.
Oh man, I love the disagreement, Beth. You keep it bringing, because like it would be so boring if we're all like, "Oh yeah, Bandit Racing's the best,"
No, it's
and
not.
and all 410 racing sucks. It's like, no, like it's great to have different opinions. Okay, wow, I got off topic. You're like off thought process here. Okay, so now we're going to one, right? We got
Yes.
ones left for underrated. Okay, we'll start with Michael this time, so he can have a an original thought.
Okay. So this is going to take some explanation.
Okay.
This is my only driver that I picked for any of them.
I have a driver for my number one. Let's see.
My driver, and this isn't over the course of his career, it's now, because I feel like he's
I know who it is.
becoming one of the forgottens, which he's not, because he's a legend. My number one underrated is Tim Cox.
Oh, okay. Okay. We're different. We're different drivers. Okay. All right. Yes.
I
Very-
think because he isn't battling for the win every week anymore, because he's been racing for longer than at least two of us combined in age. I think people are starting to write him off, and yeah, he might have lost a little, the extra step that he used to have.
Yeah, that
But
sharp
it does
edge.
not change the fact that he is right now the most legendary guy racing at Wilmot. Most legendary driver. I shouldn't say guy because there's females too, obviously. It doesn't change the fact of what he's done. It doesn't change the fact that he's a pioneer of the wingless class. Like,
Mhm.
in
If
my opinion, Tim Cox is underrated now.
Yes. If Tim Cox never raced the Wisconsin wingless, the wingless speed would still be 2019, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at all the drivers that he's helped with setups and getting up to speed and how you're supposed to drive. But the other thing that people don't realize is that there's a difference between a driver crew chief that can help you and a driver crew chief who just tells you.
Mm-hmm.
Like most drivers will give you their setup to help you, but you have to drive like them because that's all they know, how to set the car up. Where Tim can be like, oh, you like to turn the throttle on the gas, this is how you set the car up for that. Oh, you like to turn the car on the brake, this is how you set the car up. You want to beat down the cushion, here's how you set, so he helps drivers in so many ways for speed. And yeah, I can agree with you that he is. And I wouldn't even say, I mean, yeah, people are going to say he's getting to be a has-been, but I mean, he qualified 5th on Friday.
He set quick time 2 weeks ago.
Yep, set quick time, and that's a new car for him.
Yep.
Because he's in BG's car, so he's getting some speed behind him too with every lap that he's driving.
And no offense to Tom at all, I still think that Tim Cox is the true people's champ, and I think you could say that for Wilmot, you could say that for the Wisconsin wingless class, you could say it for I can't remember what the title sponsor was, but the asphalt sprint cars he raced, the MRA modifieds when he raced them. I mean,
Mussy sprints.
Yes. Yep. He's one of the good ones, and honestly, I enjoy the fact that we're on year 4 or 5 of his retirement tour now, because he's one that I don't want to see go.
No, that's going to be the weirdest first year. When, and I mean, he's getting there because his grandson's getting to the age of racing, starts snowmobile racing and stuff too. So he's obviously going to be wanting to be there for his grandson. So yeah, that lap is coming up quick. Beth, who do you have as number 1 underrated?
I don't have anyone. But
or thing, sorry.
yeah. Wait. Hold on. I don't know what to choose because there's like 2 really good ones.
All right, you can do both. Yeah, you can do both.
Okay.
Just remember that I've been nice to you this episode, so when we play the game, don't be mad at me.
Oh no, I'll be at Michael.
Okay, there we go.
The smell of changing gears.
Ooh.
And then bringing dogs to the racetrack. Bringing all the dogs possible.
Wait till you hear my number 3 overrated.
I'm still caught up on the fact of the smell of changing gears. You like the smell of burnt, nasty hot dogs?
Don't you?
No.
I'm gonna agree with Beth on this one. Like, I don't I don't need to smell it, but it would feel weird not smelling it.
I agree. It'd feel weird not smelling it, but I would be completely okay not smelling it.
Oh man. Okay.
We're having a debate episode today.
Yeah, this is good. Oh man. Me, I'm the last one. Yeah, because Michael already went. All right, my number 1 overrated, and now I've thought this for a while. It's a driver, and it really, like, I had this driver down before Friday, so you can't be like, oh, it's just recency bias. Jordan Paulson. I am shooketh that he has still not won a feature in wingless when he ran wingless and the wing car. I think he's got speed. He just haven't had any luck. And you need a lot of luck in sprint car racing, in dirt track racing in general.
He would have won a feature if it wasn't for Davey Ray.
Yes, that yep, that was a juicy one. Yep. I love Davey Ray's Facebook status after that. He was talking about how he was getting beat up on under yellow and all this stuff, and he just had to pull off the track because that was uncalled for. It's like, all right, it's not the fact that you're 23rd with like 8 laps to go. That's not why you pulled off. And you're not going to make a dent, and you're not points racing. So you're just, yeah. He would have had another win if I didn't show up in 2020. Which that's when I was like, I like Jordan Paulson actually as a driver. Like, I do. Because 2020, Sivia and I checked out, and then Sivia broke, which gave us the lead, and then we checked out on the restart. And in tech, Paulson congratulated me, and what's one of the first things that people say when you're in tech and they finish second to you? Oh, if I had another yellow, or oh, if I had 5 more laps, you know, I was reeling you in. But no, Jordan said even if he had, I forgot what it was. It was something about horsepower. He's like, even if I had an extra 80 horsepower on you, I still couldn't catch you. Like, you were gone. And I was like, you know what? That's really nice. And at that moment is when I started, not that I don't like anybody, but I was like, you know, I actually like this guy. He's good. And yeah, still shook at that he hasn't won, but I don't know if he drives like Friday, wins right around the corner. All he needs is CJ to get a bad draw.
So that means he's got 8 more chances this year because we used up our one good draw.
Yeah, your one good draw, the one. You gotta go play the lotto. So bad, man. Okay, so that was the fun side of it, and that was pretty spicy. Now we're going to the spicy side. Now we're talking 3 things that are overrated. We'll go Michael first because I feel like Beth and I stole a lot of his thunder for underrated, so we'll let him go first.
My number 3 for overrated is my answer to your question earlier, and it's Wilmot's Burgers.
Yep.
I don't know why you can't get it right. I mean, they are frozen patties. All you have to do is throw them on a grill, warm them up, and put them on a bun.
They're hot.
Every week they taste like shit.
Wow. Now I feel a minority because like that is my go-to.
What? You eat hockey pucks?
Here's the problem. It's my go-to as well. That's the problem with this.
Okay. So if you were to go to a restaurant or a bar and grill and you're gonna get a hamburger and they ask how do you want it cooked, you would answer
medium.
Yeah.
Medium. Okay. I am like well done, like as well as you can get. So maybe that's why I really enjoy those is because they're really well done.
Yeah, I'm medium, no pink.
Medium, no pink. Yeah, no. If it's got a little crust on it, it's even better.
My uncle was the guy, if he got a burger or a steak, that's how I want to cook. He's like, burn it. And when you think it's burnt, burn it again. And I was like, who hurt you as a child?
Which hamburger did they serve you? And it got up and walked out of the room.
Exactly.
Like, no, I can't have that. Okay. That's a good overrated. My third overrated is pit stall reservations. Don't like them. Even when we go to 141, it's still, you pull in and you're like, nope, don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, it's great. You get to your own spot. And it's like, nope. Sometimes.
I do want to throw a little disclaimer in. I tried to avoid anything we've touched on in previous episodes that like, people know that I'm not necessarily in agreement with, and I already said pit stall reservation, so I avoided that.
Gotcha. One. Okay. Well, my third one was going to be memberships, and I said the same thing. And I was like, nope, I'll go. Well, and I'm like, nah, I got to put something with reservations. So now, yeah, reservations. Beth, what's your number 2? Because you only have 2, correct?
No,
Or did you come up with the third one?
I came up
for
with
over. Okay, all right. Go number 3.
Okay. Japanese oil. I think. Okay, I've seen some stuff about Japanese oil on Facebook. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's stupid. I think it's overpriced. And if you have good motor maintenance, why are you going to be spending that much money if you're just going to be changing it like the same night? Like, it makes no sense.
I think Derek and I are both looking on Google right now.
Yeah, because we're like, what are you talking about? $40. Maybe I should put motor oil, right? That's what we're talking about, motor oil.
Otherwise, it like shows up with facial oil.
Yeah, it's mint. And I'm like, that's not right. Oh, the HKS.
Yeah, I hold on. I'll look up now.
Or is it the Idemitsu?
That's the only thing I find is Idemitsu IFG Plantech.
Yes, and it looks like it's the logo for the Detroit Red Wings.
Yes.
That one? Okay. I'm assuming it's 3 gallon. That's got to be 3 gallon for $68. Yeah, that's. I mean, if you go to Farm and Fleet, you can get tractor oil for 5 gallons for like $65 or something, $75, and that's
I
synthetic.
don't think it's worth it. I don't think this is what Tom says, and I mean, bottom shelf.
I want to know who's running it.
way.
Like who has the balls
Yeah.
to put Japanese oil in their motor?
Wait, can you blur this part out?
Maybe. Yeah.
That's interesting.
All right, guys. So we got off topic there. Become a subscriber of Crane Racing, and you'll see what the hell we were just talking about. It's pretty juicy. All right. You have no more Japanese anything, right, Beth?
No.
We'll just get out of the way right now. Okay. All right, good. Let me look right that time. All right. All right, Michael, number 3 overrated.
I already did my number 3.
Oh yeah, sorry, dude. I am number 2.
Yeah,
Let's go
I'm
number
lost
2.
too. Trust me.
Yeah.
My bad.
My number
man.
2 is championship payouts being the same as feature payouts.
Yep.
It's 2025. It's time to let that ship sail. It's for the birds.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
want drivers to show up to your track, pay them some damn money.
Yep. I wonder if they ever did a poll, if a track ever did a poll, would you rather race? I'm just going to throw numbers out here so it's easier. Would you rather race for 500 to win weekly with 1,000 to win championship, or would you rather race for 900 weekly but have no point fund at the end of the year? Because I would rather have my money up front.
I would say, obviously, you're just throwing numbers out. I would say 500 and 1,000. Obviously, like the Wing 604s, they pay more.
Yeah, just for easy math.
Yeah, for easy math, yes, I say money up front and at least double championship fund.
Yeah. Okay. My number 2 overrated thing is the no cone.
Oh,
I don't like it. I call it the no racing into one on restart cone. That's what you're doing. And being in the Hornet's Nest on Friday, 100% get that out of here, because 2 guys check up and you're like, oh crap. Oh crap. And I can't go down low, otherwise I'm going to get penalized.
So I actually had 4 overrated, but I only had 3 underrated. But now I have to say what my 4th overrated one was. Very quick. My 4th overrated one was single file restarts. Yeah.
Ooh, single file restarts.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I'm gonna. Wow, this is the agree to disagree episode. That's for sure. Because I will say, it's Circle City and Steel Block American Sprint Car Tour. It is single file, but there's no cone, and if you're in the back, you gotta be nose to tail. But as soon as you see the light turn green, you can race, start passing. So my boss has talked about they should do double file restarts, and I'm like, the one thing I hate about every race is the start, because it's just so everyone's
chaotic.
On top of you. Yeah, chaotic, and one guy over rotates or under rotates and pushes up the track or spins out, and then you have all that. But interesting. Okay, double file restarts. It'd be cool to see like the Fall Classic do something different.
Double file with a choose cone.
There you go. And then, would it be first picks and then second just follows, or goes the opposite? Or if first wants bottom, second wants bottom, third wants bottom, but fourth wants top, he can go up to second?
Yep.
All right, I'm down for that. I like that. I do that.
That's how short track asphalt racing is. That's how high limits are. I think it's very entertaining.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Beth, what's your number 2 overrated?
Bandits.
Oh, jeez.
Get out. You have it on the wrong side of the column. You should have put it in the other column.
Oh no,
No.
it's definitely on the right side.
Okay, why? You're gonna get a nail in your tire on Saturday.
Tom.
All right. Joking, obviously. No, I
Penalize him.
penalize.
He came from Wilmot.
I really want to hear your opinion. Why are bandits overrated?
I do not find them interesting to watch. Like, maybe to drive, yeah, cool. You're driving a race car. You're gonna feel that accomplishment because you're driving a race car.
Mhm.
But on the fans, like on a fan side of things, it's not interesting to watch. It's just
Mhm.
follow the leader. I don't like it. I do not like it.
Okay.
I want to know how many bandit races you've actually watched that makes you think it's follow the leader.
Yeah,
enough
that's where
I can
that's
sit-
where I was coming from. Like, in a
I don't know, I've
sense, it
watched-
is, but it's not.
I don't know. I've watched in the double
A
digits,
handful.
Yeah.
All right.
but I don't have the patience for that kind of stuff.
So is it more the speed too? That's
Mhm.
taken. Okay. I mean, that's fair. Like, I tell people, like, if you can get over their lack of speed, it's great racing. But if you need speed for you to enjoy the racing, that's totally fair.
I don't think it's I don't just need speed for me to enjoy the racing. I don't know. I do not find them interesting. I think that they're some of the operations aren't fully put together and it's very half-assed. And I don't know. But obviously I guess undercars you don't have to be full. I don't know.
No, and that's fair. It's your opinion. We all have them. And like I said, I really enjoy that we're disagreeing on this stuff, because otherwise it'd be the most boring topic ever. If we're just like, all three of us, bandit racing's great. Oh, pit stall reservations suck. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, no cone. Oh yeah, no, I enjoy this. So, okay. Man, this is gonna suck. So I might have a bandit ride, but I know Beth won't watch.
Oh,
No, you
I'll just root for you from the sidelines.
from the sidelines. You probably walk right next to me too, right? While I'm racing down the back straight, you're just like, "Hey, keep going, keep going."
Hi, Derek.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Let's go to our most overrated on our list. Michael, what's your number one overrated thing?
Tacky racetracks.
Ooh. All right. I like it.
I think heat racing is boring. I think qualifying is boring, which, I mean, qualifying is supposed to be kind of boring because you're not racing.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that tacky racetracks are good for is watching the keyboard warriors get on Facebook.
Yep. They're following the leader.
And honestly, at this point, no, I'm talking about everybody talking about, oh, this place is too dry, the racing sucked, and blah, blah, blah. And at this point, reading everybody's posts on Facebook is just getting annoying too.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should race in Ohio once.
Right.
Yeah. Come back to Wilmot. I'll be like hammer down.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So tacky racetracks are overrated. Cuss me out for it. I don't care.
I'm gonna guess that Beth's disagreeing with you. Beth, you want to go?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying some of the keyboard warriors about this past Friday at Wilmot, it's kind of valid. I mean, I don't know. I love Wilmot. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But the track has definitely been lacking. It's a dust bowl.
But we also saw 4 phenomenal features on Friday night.
They were great, don't get me wrong, but when you could see them.
Okay, I'll agree with Beth there. When you can see them, it was great racing, because the turn 4, well, the new stands with the lighting is kind of hard to see turn 4, I feel like. And then when you have dust, it's a little harder to see.
Yeah.
So one, to get off topic just a little bit, all the clay works differently, right? But 2, it's the first month of racing. So that clay's been sitting there for all winter, basically. And then the big part, which I think why the track, I mean, it could have been better, obviously, but the reason why it was the way it was there's supposed to be 2 cells to hit the track, 3 and 9. So if they opened up the track like they would normally do, and that 3 o'clock hit, it was going to flood us out because there's no way of grabbing the track back, especially with that 9 o'clock cell coming.
Mm-hmm.
Really touch it. Then they didn't farm before the features because that 9 o'clock cell was supposed to hit.
Mhm.
Right. So then the keyboard warriors would go, why did you farm the track when you knew that 9 o'clock cell was coming? So it's really damned if you do, damned if you did.
Yeah.
And it didn't, and it's Wilmot. So it didn't rubber up. It didn't tear tires up. The racing was still really good. Through all, I mean, man, that would be a question. Which class put on the best feature?
Wingless. Seth Johnson he had it hooked up.
I wonder who her driver of the night is. Yeah, he did. So that's where, like, I don't really think you could fairly judge Wilmot as a whole. Like, yeah, I know people have said that the track, like, it's just really hard to get grip. Well, if it's hard to get grip and it's still doing it, stop doing what you're doing and try something different to get more grip, basically. Right?
Learn to set your car up better.
Yeah. My number one overrated are the extreme range of bar rates in a sprint car. Where it's like, what bar are you running? Oh, I'm running, a 10-15 in the right rear. Oh, wow. Well, I'm running a 10-11. It's like, okay. Now I get, like, from 10,000 to 1025, like, that's a pretty big difference. But when everyone's talking thousands of a bar and it's supposed to make this huge difference, just in general, I'm just like, yeah, you're giving yourself too much setup, and you're just going to tune yourself out. Yeah. Beth, number one.
I'm not gonna say who, but certain drivers.
Wow, good topic.
Hold on. So you're telling me you've been spicy for this entire segment, and now you're not going to name drop?
I can't name drop. It's like, I just can't. I don't want to deal with the drama.
Okay. Then I have a feeling that was number 3, but she never wanted to say it, and then she felt good about it halfway through, and then she's like, you know what? No, I'm going to put them back in. Okay.
How'd you know?
Drama. Who could that be? She's going to leave us guessing like this.
78% of the people in Wilmot?
No, I can name a few. But the few that I'm going to name, it's going to cause a huge shit show. And I'm not wanting that to happen.
I got your back, girl. I'll be like, hey, it's her opinion. Do better.
No. Okay. I'll say it, but I just want to all just cut the whole part out. I'll just say it for you guys.
Okay.
I don't want people to know what I said. Obviously I agreed with Michael.
Okay.
We're cutting this part out, right?
I'm just going to bleep it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just believe it. This will still be in here. Just try not to use their names.
Garrett told me what you guys started calling him when you guys do your World of Outlaws racing. And I think that's so funny.
I mean, I could see it. But you know what's going to happen? I like this because what's going to happen now is we're going to find out who's actually listening to the podcast, because next time you're at the track, they're going to be like, hey, Beth, who'd you say?
Mm-hmm.
And the funniest part is you should say their name. Whoever it is that comes up to you, oh, who do you think is most overrated? Just be like, Derek. That CJ kid, man. Oh.
I have strong opinions about the 2 people I brought up. I don't know. I have a strong opinion about a wingless driver, but I don't know. I don't know if I can say it.
Oh.
That one I'll leave in.
No, stop.
I'm joking.
No.
That
Okay.
I was on the border.
No.
Rephrase that. That driver is on the border. I slipped and gave it away. That driver's on the border. I would say not in it, but they are on my list.
I don't know. I need
That's gonna be a topic. That exactly what you said is gonna be a topic.
your dad at Nathan's event, the go-karting one, he talked to me. He's like, yeah, there's a bunch of girls that Derek and Nathan used to race with, but they start selling their body online. Like, you better not do OnlyFans. I'm like, I'm not.
But now if we're gonna go to an ad, pay some more bills, and on the other side we're talking driver of the night, reviewing our bets and results. When the shop nights get long after a great result, or even a tough night at the track, or even like right now during this episode, nothing hits the spot like a cold Sprecher root beer. But it doesn't stop there. Sprecker's lineup goes way beyond the classic. My personal favorites are the Door County Cherry Soda and the Honeycrisp Apple Soda. And there's still more amazing flavors I haven't even tried yet. Sprecker's Root Beer has been crafting award-winning soda and beer since 1985, right here in Glendale, Wisconsin. Stop in for a brewery tour, sample the goods, experience the local flavors. And don't forget, November 17th, we're back in the Sprecher Tap Room for our second annual Benchies Award Night. It's a perfect excuse to check them out. Now that this ad is wrapping up, I have cracked open another Sprecher soda, and I'm ready to talk more racing with you. All right, welcome back to the Bench Racing Podcast. Let's talk about our driver of the night from May 30th. Let's start with Beth. Who is your driver of the night?
Seth Johnson.
I already had it written down. That boy opened up a White Castle.
Mm-hmm. I talked to him. Like, I texted with him about it. And I guess that was the first time he ever threw slide drops, and it looked like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
it was really impressive. So.
Oh yes. Do you see his onboard came out today? I watched it. It was like, I was like, ooh, he put that 2-for-1 perfect. Michael, who do you have for your driver of the night?
I'm gonna read off a couple honorable mentions. You'll see a trend here. They're all the feature winners, but there's all reasons behind them. Zach Radart, I told him he needed to right the ship, and he did. CJ, we knocked the monkey off the back. Steve Mueller, I believe he ran 7th to 1st. And had potentially the modified race of the year with Huenfeld. Shout out to that. Brandon Murtis. Interesting ending to the race, but I mean, we're gonna get off topic here, but
yeah, I didn't know the track went right coming off of 4.
I get it. Like, I get it. You battle yourself to lead twice, and the caution comes out when you take the lead both times. Then you get to lead again. You absolutely drive away from everybody, and the same guy who spun out 3 times in the race and didn't bring out a caution spins out again, almost takes your passenger door off, and then you're losing on a green-white checkered. I get it. I would have done it differently, and him and I talked about this after the race. I would have used up the car on the outside a different way.
More maybe on entry.
Yes. Yep. That's exactly what we talked about too. But in the end, he drove from 5th to 1st, and he did what he had to do to win. So shout out to him. Okay. My driver of the night, we touched base on him a couple times already. It's my cousin, Jordan Paulson.
Let's go. Yes. So my honorable mentions, you took the words right out of my mouth, Michael. Like, there were a lot of drivers that either won in their heat races or won the feature, but there was still like Huenfeld, who put a whale of the show on. I don't know how many times he hit the wall going into 3 to just try to get that arc going into 3. But man, that was That was a really good race. So, and we've touched on them. The two though that I was really having a hard time picking was Seth Johnson and Zach Radart. Seth Johnson for how he came through the field, and throwing sliders. Like I saw it out of the corner. His first slider that he threw, I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I thought it was Radart. The way he threw it was so much authority. I was like, oh wow, Radart's already going up to Zelski to lap him, and I was like, wait, that's Seth Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
However, the only person that I can give it to that could beat him is Zach Radart, because that wasn't a race, that was an ass whooping.
Yes, it was.
That was crazy how he could just pull and just keep pulling, and even through lap traffic, just pull away from the field. So my driver of the night is Zach Radart. Zachy Poo, our little Zachy Poo. He's doing so well.
My only complaint is they didn't do it when I had a bet on him.
Sucks.
Yep. And that's a perfect segue, because I was just having a trouble, like, which way do I go? That's perfect segue to reviewing our bets. Our bet was on the Wing 604s. And Michael, I am so sorry I failed you. I am just so
it's
sorry.
It's all right. I was okay not winning this week and letting you win.
Yeah. Michael had me and finished 11th. Beth had Greg Olson, who had fast time, but other than that, I felt like was not his normal self.
Really rubbing in. You walked over at the worst timing. You start rubbing it in. Never again. Remind me not to pit near you.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'll pit where I want. I pulled in after you guys.
Well, it's our spot.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah.
All I gotta say is big. All I gotta say is big motors don't do well on dry slick racetracks.
There we go. There's a little spicy ingredient there. And I, even though I almost got lapped by him, and I did think, don't mess my bet up, Derek, because you picked him, was CJ Malik, who obviously won. So yeah, this is a pretty good bet. I mean, very throughout the field. So this week, Wilmot is off of racing, but they still have on June 7th the Badger Truck and Tractor Pulls with Combine Derby, Demo Derby on Saturday. General admission is $10. Kids 12 and under are free, and pit passes are $20. They're going to have pro stock tractors, super stock tractors. Pits open at 2, gates open at 4:30. Pulling starts at 6, because that ain't racing. Fight me. So, like I said, Wilmot's not racing this weekend, so we're going to have a weekend off from our bets. But when we come back for June 14th, it'll be the Bandits' best favorite. Now it's making more sense why when I said that before recording, you're like, what? Why? Now I get it. The Wisconsin Wingless is off this weekend as well. They'll be coming back to Wilmot on June 14th. The American Sprint Car Tour has this weekend off, and they'll be returning to racing at Montpelier on June 14th, which, fingers crossed, engine is done, and then I can break out the non-wing racing. Results from Friday night. And real quickly, because I said it had to be Wilmot drivers for our driver of the night, there was one I wanted to mention I forgot, and I wrote it down too, was Jordan Miklas at Sycamore, going from 18th to 5th, which is his first top 10, I believe, ever, but it was at Sycamore, and I just want to give him a shout out there because that was amazing what he did. All right. Winged crate sprints at Wilmot. Greg Olson went fast time. Your heat race winners were Brian Christand and Jordan Polson, who moved up 4 spots in his heat race, started 5th, finished 1st, beat Petska, no slouch, Klemko, no slouch. The points leader, Greg Olson, no slouch. This one dude, Derek, didn't start, but that's his problem. Your top 5 in the Winged Crate 604s, CJ Malik picking up the first win of the season for him. Jordan Paulson finishing second. Chris Klumko third. Nathan, the shirtless wonder, fourth. And Blake Cruiser, fifth. It's another guy that I feel like might be a little bit underrated now as he's getting some speed.
If we did that segment a little bit later in the year, he might have ended up on it.
We might have to circle back to this. When we do our mid-season review, we'll probably talk about drivers, a driver or two that's most overrated and underrated in each class, or a few. Because that would be because Cruiser's probably going to be on that list.
That'd be very spicy.
What's up?
Very spicy.
Very spicy. Modified, your heat race winners were Andrew Hamburg and Joel Crowbridge, and then your top five in the modifieds were Steve Mueller went +6, Joe Huenfeld went +7, finishing second, Joel Crowbridge third, Andrew Hamburg fourth, and Bart Sievert fifth. Street Stocks, your winners were the Olsen twins. No, they're not twins. They're father-son. Robbie Olsen winning Heat 2 and Rob Olsen winning Heat 1. And your top five there was Brandon Murtis and Josh Gehrig second, which was not spicy at all coming to the finish line. Mark Baker third, Robbie Olsen fourth, and Tim Kalenka in fifth. And then the wingless, your fast qualifier was Bryce Andrews. Your heat race winners were Tate Hensley, Adam Taylor, and Jake Kuba. And then B main, sorry, I forgot that there's a B main winner was Miles Dotery. And your top five in the wingless was Zach Radar, Rusty Egan second, Tim Cox third, Chris Klumko fourth, and Alan Hafford fifth. Now, compared to the 24th or whatever that was, when that top five felt a little bit mixed up, and this is back to where I feel like all the really fast guys are up front. And actually, it's probably no coincidence here, but like Zach Radar's been around the block a few times, Rusty Egan, Tim Cox, Chris Klumko, Alan Hafford, and you needed a lot of experience for the track conditions. So, interesting. All right. Now our last break, and then we will go to who's your favorite driver. Thank goodness for that yellow flag, because now we get to talk about our partner, Rouge Helmet. We've been partnered with Rouge Helmets ever since the 2017 season, and there's nothing more comfortable than wearing a Rouge helmet. Right, Nate?
Absolutely. Testament to Rouge Helmets. I broke my nose really bad, and I had surgery, and actually 4 days before our first race.
Yep.
And I didn't think to put any helmets on, and so I had my cast and all my stuff. Yep, my posts inside my nose and all that stuff. We brought the product, and not only just that, it was the most comfortable helmet, and it was the only reason I was able to race 4 days after my surgery, because of the custom padding that they ship to you along with your helmet when you buy with them. So I was able to rip out the foam that was pushing on my nose and cheek and all the swollen areas, and I was able to put the custom pads where I needed them, and 4 days later, we ended up racing, and Derek and I winning that night. So.
Yep, all because of Nathan's surgery and how comfortable it is.
Yep.
So, yes. Another great thing with Rouge Helmets is the acrobatics of a sprint car. So, we have these quick releases here behind the padding, so that if we do end up in a bad crash, the lining comes out with the driver's, or the helmet comes off the driver's head without pulling on a spine. So
that's huge.
Yep. So what comes in a Rouge helmet purchase? Well, I'm glad you didn't ask. You get 3 extra pads. You get noise-canceling earmuffs, so no more tape, ugly tape on the ears. You don't have to go
ripping your ear hair.
Yeah. I mean, you can wax your ears that way. But also, you don't have to go out and buy custom made earplugs.
Just attach it, because that's how cool they are. You can attach them and unattach them, but under yellows, there's no...
Unless the race director is holding it for whatever reason. Get an extra visor. We have the 2 models here. These are their first gen of helmets here. And then here is a Pininfarina helmet, which is slightly shorter, But it is amazing. You get helmet AC, so the sport car guys out there or the Silver Crown guys racing in the hot summer. That's on the right side, and then also on the left side of the helmet, you get your radio jack and drink tube. So if you want to have a nice cool drink under yellow,
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Yep, you can just plug that in there. They all come standard that way, and also, of course, they have their Hans Post already mounted, and it is just a great way to stay in shape. And also, you get to have add-ons like on our helmet over here. You have your air intake, which we flip them backwards to keep all the dust out. If you want the most comfortable helmet ever in the whole land,
not even arguably.
Yeah.
If you want.
If you want, yeah. You can be uncomfortable. I mean, we'll beat you.
I don't care. I'm comfortable in my race car, so.
Yeah. Go to rougehelmets.com to find a dealer near you. They have dealers in North Carolina, Virginia, Indiana, Illinois, and then for our international.
Because that's how dope they are.
Yeah, very dope. You have Ontario, New Zealand. Shout out to all the followers from New Zealand that follow Crane Racing. And Argentina, and Panama. So reach out to Rouge at dfs-web.com.
You will be very happy you did.
You'll be very happy. So thank you to Rouge Helmets for partnering with Crane Racing and also Nathan's Midwest Racing event.
That's right.
Welcome back to the Bench Racing Podcast. We're going to pull an audible right now, throw a slider, change up our racing line. We're going into the game, which is Who Am I? So typically it's 6 drivers and I have 3 hints per driver, and the faster you can pick up on which driver I'm talking about, you get more points. But because Beth has been so nice to me tonight and Friday, where she was saying that I rigged the bet because I let CJ win and all this, I was like, you know what?
That's not what I said.
That's what I heard.
No, you came up to me and I just started saying, "Shut up."
Yeah. I was like, I may have finished 11th, but at least I won the bet. What's really on the line here. So Beth wanted to do who am I? But I did switch it up. I just felt like I should be nice to her. So we are talking about 2 of my personal favorite track announcers, which is Chet Christner and Ray Underwood. So I'm going to give, they're going to go back to back and just guess which announcer said which line. Michael and Beth, there we go. I got to write your initials there so I can pick. So we got 16, but we're only going to do 14. And the other 2 will be a tiebreaker if we need to, but feel free to pick 1 through 16. Michael, do you want to go first? You've been winning.
No, she can go first.
Okay. 1 through 16, Beth.
11.
11. All right. Who said this? The last lap heroics. Chet Christner or Ray Underwood?
Ray Underwood.
No, Chet Christner said that.
Okay. So can
Are
I
you-
look up already?
Are you good at 50-50? Because this is what you got. It's okay. There's one. Just if you get it, you're good. You got this, girl. You got this. All right, Michael. 1 through 10, 12 through 16.
13.
13. All right. He is as cool as a cucumber.
I'm going to say Chet Christner.
Chet Christner is correct. Beth. No, don't. 11 and 13 are taken.
5.
5 is they are a rolling roadblock. Cheddar Ray.
I don't stop.
You got this. It's 50-50.
Chad Christner.
Yes, you are right. That was Chet Christner. Michael.
15.
15 is here comes the Hoosier State Hot Rod. Chet or Ray?
Oh, Chet Christner.
I knew that was going to trip you up. Someone. It is Ray Underwood.
Really?
Yep, it was about Davy Ray. I did research on that one because I knew that was going to trip someone up. So don't ask me where each one of these were said. We are back to Beth.
2.
2. Holy Hot Mama. Chet or Ray?
I feel like that's Ray.
No.
Okay,
it's Chet. You got this. You're tied. You're still tied.
No. I cannot lose this one.
No, as long as you stay within striking distance, you're good. You're still tied. Michael.
8.
8. Okay. He is like a mosquito in your bedroom at night. He can hear him, but can't seem to find him. Who said that?
Chet Christner.
Chet Christner is correct. That one was a tongue twister. Oh, I can't believe he said it fast and on the spot. I was like, man. All right, back to Beth.
7.
7. Who said this? Those guys don't need a dirt track. They need a runway.
Okay. I'm definitely going to get this one wrong. Something's telling me Ray, but I don't think it's Ray.
It is Ray.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Back to Michael, tied up at 2 and 2.
1.
1. Lined up, Noah's Ark style.
Oh. I'm going to say Chet because I have a lot of Rayisms memorized for what he would say in those situations.
That is wrong. It was Ray. MSA.
Oh. Damn you, 2025.
Yep. Beth.
3.
3. I'm glad you got this one. What time is it?
Oh, Ray Underwood.
Yep, you got Ray Underwood. There's one more that if you pick it, you'll know it right away. Michael.
Is 4 been picked yet?
4 is open. 4?
Yep.
All right. 4. I hope everyone took that time at home to turn the volume up and frighten the neighbors.
Ray Underwood.
Ray Underwood. All right, back to being tied. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options left. 6, 9, 10, 12, 14, and 16.
14.
14. They are not driving too fast. They are flying too slow.
Chet Christner.
No, Ray Underwood.
Okay.
No, you're still tied 3-3.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to breathe.
6.
6. They are running on borrowed horsepower.
I'm going to say Ray.
Nope, Chet Christner.
Damn it.
Okay.
All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So, Beth, this is going to be your last question.
Which one's the easiest?
Oh, man. I have a funny one. I don't know.
I don't know.
You know numbers, right?
I suck with numbers.
I was going to try to give you a hint, but never mind. I don't need to rig it.
Give me numbers now. Give me numbers.
You might want to swim in thought about your number you're going to pick. Think about swim.
Oh my god, what song is that number? Can I go on my race pass?
No.
What's his number?
I'll give you a hint. It's the highest number left.
What numbers are left?
Oh, no. 9, 10, 12, and 16.
16. Yeah, 16.
Oh, it worked.
Going. Okay, here it is. Going where angels fear to tread.
I don't want to do this.
If you get this right, Michael has to get it right. Chet or Ray?
Say it again. Say it again.
Going where angels fear to tread.
Ray Underwood. It has to be.
It is.
Okay.
Okay. So if Michael gets this wrong, Beth wins. If Michael gets this right, we go into sudden death. 9, 10, 12.
I'll take 12.
Is that Sean Swim's number?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Welcome to Rock Meets Roll.
Where heavy meets metal and out meets law. Ray Underwood.
Yes. All right. Wow. Okay, we're going into sudden death. And actually my favorite one hasn't been picked yet. So I will say the phrase, and the first one that can get the name out will get the answer
No.
and win.
This is not fair.
Beth,
Literally
I'll
the
let
most
you.
fair way.
He's gonna
Yeah.
shout. He's
Yeah.
gonna.
Beth, I'll let you pick the number though. 9 or 10. Which one do you want me to read?
9.
Dang it, my one did not get read. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
For all the beans. Premature acceleration.
Chuck Christner.
Chuck Christner.
No.
Underwood.
Oh, I gotta read my favorite one. Yes. All right. For all, let's take 2. For all the marbles. That was the old grease weasel maneuver.
Chuck Christner.
Chet Christner.
I don't want to do it.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
This was
I
not
can't.
fun.
Yeah, I was like, man, I can't wait for someone to pick my favorite one, which that's the old grease weasel maneuver. Yeah. So, Michael won 5-4. Beth, you're progressing.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you only lost by 1 this time. Last time you lost by 5.
Stop.
So, oh my gosh, that was awesome. Ashley's got a phone call for Ashley Breer Photography, so I'm gonna have to end the show pretty quickly here. But thank you guys, Michael and Beth. And Beth, I really appreciate that you play along with the games. You come up with a game, you can host it. I will play.
And that'll be a barn burner between Derek and
Dude, especially if it's stat. Hint, hint, Beth. Make a game about driver stats. It would be a barn burner.
Okay.
Just let me know when you're ready to have it, and then you can host. But yeah, we got to get out of here. But next week, we're going to have another episode. Wilmot's off, so we won't be talking much racing. However, we will be talking with Jake Dewitt from Montana, non-wing sprint car driver. So that'll be fun. We'll have us 3 plus a driver on, talk racing some more. So thank you guys so much. That's it for this episode of the Bench Racing Podcast. We look forward to talking with you next week. Until then, peace out.
Peace.
It's the ultimate ride. It's the all night.